beautiful friends. This is Jessica from Good Vibrations, bringing you a reading of hope. Okay, so I will be utilizing a spread of hope for you today. We're going to look into something beautiful that you may have forgotten, okay, that can, restore your faith or hope in something magical that you can embrace, and something useful, okay, that you can offer. All right, guys, so this is a message of hope, a spread of hope. This is a new style that I'm practicing. Yesterday I did release a spread for grief, so if you're interested in watching that, I will actually link it to this video, okay? And you can also go into my description box to connect with me on my other platforms such as Patreon, Instagram, and TikTok, okay? And if you would like to schedule a one-on-one personal reading with me, you can go into my description box and click on my website link, and it will take you to through the process, okay, to connect with me. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. I drop most of my videos on YouTube on Saturday and Sunday, and on Wednesday. Wednesday is messages from your person. I drop all my videos at 11:11 a.m. Standard Eastern Time. All right, so we are looking at something beautiful that you have forgotten. All right, something beautiful that you may have forgotten. Oh, I love this. All right, the Star. Have faith. The future is bright. Dreams come true. Positive changes that bring an end to challenging times. The light at the end of the tunnel. So, something that you may have forgotten is that dreams do come true. Okay? Also, you may have forgotten your faith, okay? And that there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. All right, so, and that's easy to do when we're going through a process. Maybe there's a lot of healing that's been happening. We have a bluebird here. This bluebird really connects me to your intuition, okay, possibly your psychic abilities. So maybe you have forgotten how to listen to your intuition. Maybe, you've forgotten that you yourself have psychic abilities, okay? When you connect to your intuition, you have the ability to develop those psychic abilities. Also, maybe you have forgotten that your body naturally knows how to heal itself, okay? Maybe you have forgotten that nature heals, okay? Water heals, grass heals, flower heals, birds heal, the sun heals, the evening stars heals, okay? Maybe that's something that you have forgotten, okay? Maybe you just didn't know that, but internally, innately, your body knows, okay? And everything has to come to an end, okay? Everything has to eventually come to an end. So there's that light at the end of the tunnel. So there is a period in time. And maybe you have forgotten how to stand still. Maybe I'm seeing rocks here. Yeah, okay. I'm seeing a lot of pebbles here, okay? We have rocks and they're gray. So I've been recently doing a lot of research on narcissistic personality disorder and just narcissism in general. Because most of my life I didn't recognize that, I was surrounding myself with a lot of narcissists, okay? and that I was trauma bonding, so I needed to heal from this experience. And basically, by getting to this point, dealing with one of the worst narcissists that I've ever dealt with in my life, I gained awareness of what needed to be healed, okay, where I needed to be healed. I did not appreciate the actual experience, but I can appreciate it at the same time. It caused me a lot of pain, a lot of grief, a lot of sadness, but you know, in the process, I learned something about myself. I learned that I needed to heal this, okay? And then I had to remember, how was I going to heal this? And I knew that it meant that I was going to have to spend more time at the ocean, all right? Or I had to, you know, with the gray rocks here, my responses needed to be short, okay? I knew that the only way that I would make it through a connection like this, okay, a narcissistic connection, was to either to go, obviously, no contact, stand still, okay, you know, like the rock, stand still, no contact, but also at the same time, if I had to deal with them again, you know, that I had the choice, okay? The choice for me to heal was to go no contact, to set that boundary. The next choice, if I ever run into this person, to use the gray rock method and keep my responses limited, okay? To show no emotion, to show no response, because in that type of situation, that's the advice that's being provided for us, right? So the universe is saying to you that something that you may have forgotten is that your responses do not have to be emotional responses, okay? So if you're dealing with someone, you know, or something that you just really don't want to respond to, you can, you know, make your responses like simple, okay? Simple. The Seven of Cups comes out. So something beautiful that you may have forgotten is how many options you have available, like people around you that may want to help you. Maybe you don't feel that way, but the universe is saying that this is something that you have forgotten, that there's a lot of resources, there's a lot of different opportunities that can help you. I mean, you have the rose here, you have a heart, you have a snake, you have a reef, you kind of have a little tornado. No one wants the little tornado, but they're all connected to nature, okay? They're all connected to nature. So again, back to nature heals, the water heals, okay? Even taking baths, you know, Epsom salt baths, sea salt baths, you know, a couple of times a week is very healing in, you know, different ways. The magnesium is really good for your body, okay? A lot of us do, a lot of us actually are deficient in magnesium. So again, something beautiful that you've forgotten is how to nurture yourself, how to heal yourself, how your body naturally knows how to heal itself, okay? So that is the message here for you. I want to look really quick at the star. So some of you may be having problems with your circulation, okay? And some of you may experience, you know, problems with your ankles and calves. All right, so I'm just putting that out there. Let me see. Let me grab one more card for something beautiful that you may have forgotten or that you've forgotten about. Maybe right now you're, you know, listening to this video and you're like, well, Jessica, that's kind of vague. I don't know what opportunities I have out there. Like, they're just still not making sense because, you know, nature is just not really calling for you. But these are simple messages of beauty because nature is beautiful. You know, water sources are beautiful. And all of those are options and opportunities that are available to you to heal naturally. The sun is extremely healing, okay? The sun definitely heals you. The ocean definitely heals you, okay? Yep. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles, okay? So here I think something beautiful that you have forgotten is that you may have forgotten that you've already, you know, like literally have planted the seeds. Another thing that you may have forgotten is, you know, to keep working towards your goals, you know, that you may have to, you know, become skilled in something, okay? And that can bring you hope, you know, like studying a new subject, you know, you can go back to school, college, or get certifications, whatever that feels most doable for you. But the universe is saying, again, that the resources are available to you as long as you, okay, put in the work, okay? So also with, you know, the nature healing you and the lakes healing you and the sun healing you and nature, you know, healing you, the universe is saying it's up to you to make the time, put in the work and the effort, okay, to integrate the following resources, because the cups, the Seven of Cups, the opportunities, they're resources, they're tools, and a lot of them are free tools, okay? Because the lakes are free, the ocean is free unless you have to pay for parking and all that stuff, okay? The sun is free, the birds are free, you know, so going to free parks, you know, nature is free, the sun is free, the stars are free. So basically the universe saying the resources and tools are available to you, and they're actually very simple, as long as you're willing to get on out there, okay? Put in the work. All right, so let's go ahead now and look at something magical that you can embrace. Let's see, what's magical? Well, if you've made it this far into the reading, the reason I chose to post the Spread of Hope on Sunday is because Sunday is usually a day of rest for everyone. Oh my gosh, I love this message. You know, people choose to rest, spend time with their family. They try to slow down a little bit. This is a time, you know, a day that a lot of people worship their higher power. So it's a day of hope. This is a day where a lot of people go somewhere to restore their own faith in something, okay? So I was born on a Sunday, so usually Sundays for me are a day of rest. All right, so something magical that you can embrace is the sun. Oh my God. And I was just talking about the healing benefits of the sun. I mean, there's so many healing benefits. You know, it does help with your serotonin and dopamine, but it also helps with your decalcifying your pineal gland. It also helps, you know, open up your crown chakra, okay? It also helps, it heals you. That's, you know, and it's free. This is magical information for you. Also, something magical that you can embrace is to embrace the great joy and successes in your life. This is about bright epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities, plans that work out perfectly, gratitude to the divine. So something magical that you can embrace is gratitude, okay? And what's really interesting, some of you, I see these little orbs all the time. I recently created, you know, content for my Patreon subscribers, members that so graciously, you know, support me. In one of the videos, the little orbs came out, okay? And they're very magical when you see them. Okay, I don't know how close I need to get that, but you know, they're really magical when you get to experience them in 3D. Usually water is a conduit for them. That's when you're going to see them. Like a lot of times when I'm showering, I'll see them and I'll do, you know, strange things where I'm trying to touch them and trying to figure out, okay, where am I at this time that I can experience this phenomenon? Because it's a very magical experience to have these glowing, you know, little orbs of sprinkles just floating all over you and around you. And it's such a magical experience that many people cannot relate to this experience, okay? Also, that time, okay, because we have this hourglass here, something magical to remember is that time's not existent, okay, that you do have all the time in the world. I know that can sometimes sound a little bit cliche because our physical bodies die, but our spirit, our soul never dies, okay? And, you know, there's a magical unicorn over here. So I think that the loudest message I'm receiving, something magical I can embrace, the universe is saying to you, all is well. Okay, all is well. That's the message. That everything's going to go well for you. Everything is happening in the timely manner that it should be happening. Okay, there's a difference between, you know, what your ego wants, what time frame your ego wants things to happen. Okay, but remember, gratitude to the divine that you're getting the time that you need, okay, to go through whatever process you need to go through. All right, so now I'm going to still look at something magical I can embrace. Oof, I like this for you. The 10 of Pentacles. Stability. Okay, wow. The Sun and the King of Pentacles together. There's a lot of financial reward here for you. So something magical that you can embrace. You know, for some people, they may not feel that financial freedom is magical, but financial freedom is magical. I mean, how many people can say at this current time that they have the financial freedom to move freely, okay, and that are not, you know, held down by debt, you know, being run by time, okay, by a time clock that they always have to follow, a schedule that needs to be followed. I really love this stability that is here for you. Also, I'm feeling like the universe is saying, you know, something magical that you can embrace is knowing that all is well, okay? That even if you're not currently experiencing this financial freedom, that you are still safe, okay? Because the King of Pentacles is something solid. You know, it's foundational. And it's anchored here into the physical plane, okay? And that's where we're living right now. Some of you, I mean, I'm not going to put it out there. If you're underage, please do not follow this advice. Remember, readings do not mean that you should do everything, okay? This is where you use your own intuition and your own discernment. But I'm seeing wine here, or grapes, so something magical that you should embrace. Well, some of you may need to drink a glass of wine and relax, or maybe even, you know, like literally create your own wine, because we have this really big green pasture, and then we have, and some of you, for some of you, you may need to embrace a different environment, okay? Because here we have just a free pasture, and over here in the background we have a big city and then a wall, okay? So maybe some of you need to head out to the country somewhere, to find that magic. Maybe go to a vineyard close by if you have to, if you live in the city and, you know, you need to get out. All right, so something magical that you may need to embrace is getting out of your head, okay? And maybe that's like something that will be like really magical for you when you can literally not be, you know, driven by your anxiety, your, you know, sadness, your grief, okay? Like, you know, that's the magical experience, is being able to just get out of bed. Okay, so maybe that's something that you need to recognize, that something's beautiful every time that you wake up. Remember, gratitude to the divine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Even if you don't feel like, you know, being grateful that morning for being alive. And it's okay if you don't feel that. Okay, because there's a lot of people that feel that, you know, especially currently, you know, through the hard times that we're all, you know, going through all the shifts and changes and, you know, solar flares and ascension symptoms. And, you know, there's a lot happening behind the scenes that our 3D minds cannot grab a hold of, that our 3D eyes are not understanding. Our 3D mind, you know, is working towards becoming more open-minded and looking at things from a different perspective. But everything that's happening can be causing a lot of, you know, sadness, worry, anxiety. Okay, and the universe is saying, you know, what you magically need to embrace is, again, that the sun can heal this overthinking. Okay, the sun can heal your anxiety. The sun literally can heal your anxiety, okay? Vitamin D is linked to, low vitamin D levels is linked to your gut health, and it's connected to anxiety, okay? All right, so I'm just gonna put these here and kind of line them up. All right, so let's look at something useful that you can do or offer. Now, this could be something useful that you can do for yourself, you can do for others, that can offer hope to yourself, offer hope to other people, okay? Something useful that you can do or offer. Ooh, I love this. Transformation, a significant life experience that requires changes to be made. Powerful and often unexpected revelations, breaking free of procrastination and releasing old belief systems. All right, so here what I feel that you can offer is a different perspective, okay? We are, look again, we have the hourglass, so the two of the cards that are out here. Oh my goodness. Wow, beautiful, beautiful energy. The three cards from, you know, from this deck right here are all major arcana cards: the Star, the Sun, and the Transformation card, which equates to the Tower. Okay, so here, and this is a very gentle tower, by the way. Usually the Tower card has people falling out of it, and some card, you know, they're screaming, and some people are like, their full body is going through sharp edges. Okay, here you only see, you know, the rooftops that are sharp here, but everything else is pretty, you know, you see gray skies, but you see right here an angel wearing all green. Okay, so what's happening here, something useful that you can do to help other people is help them. through their challenges, through their chaos, through their drama. Okay, how can you do that? Sometimes it is by offering advice, but I want to put that, you know, a little bug in your ear. Ask the person, you know, and if you don't, ask the person, you know, when they're speaking to you and they get to a quiet space, because some of us are chatty and some of us are not, you know, and then we also have the listeners that are only listening to respond back. Okay, so how do you help other people? You listen attentively. Okay, listen to them, allow them to finish speaking, and when they're done, ask them, okay, would you like me to respond? Or if you don't know how to respond, you could always say, I'm sorry, I don't know how to respond to this, okay? But I'm here for you, okay? Because sometimes people just need people to listen and to be there for them. All right, we are stepping into a more sovereign time frame, okay, where we allow people to, you know, believe what they need to believe, because, you know, you are the person who's releasing your old belief systems. Okay, so this is a good way for you to practice that by allowing opposing, okay, belief systems. They could be your old belief systems, you know, and the people around you are, you know, needing to transform, and they're still holding on to their old belief systems. And, you know, that may trigger you a little bit, right? But at the same time, it's an awesome opportunity to practice being sovereign, okay? Allowing them to have their belief systems without allowing those belief systems that are no longer your belief systems to not trigger you anymore, and just to know that that's where they're at currently. But also look at your transformation. You are transforming yourself, okay? Because you're no longer responding or reacting to your old belief systems that somebody else is still holding on to. All right, so there's growth and transformation for you as well, at, you know, whenever you're actively listening. Also, the next thing that you could like literally do for yourself or for other people is stop procrastinating. Stop making excuses as to why you can't do something. I don't have enough time. I don't have the skills. I don't have the knowledge, energy, whatever it is. Some of your excuses are very, very, very valid. But at the same time, if there is something that you truly want to do that will be transformational for yourself and other people, then you start with baby steps to get there, okay? Stop procrastinating. You can stop procrastinating, okay? And I think by actively listening to people, not only you, but the person that you are helping, okay, could bring about powerful, unexpected epiphanies, revelations for both of you. I mean, what a huge epiphany it would be to find out, wow, I have changed, I have transformed. That in the past would annoy me or trigger me because I used to believe ... but I no longer believe that way. Wow. This is amazing, you know? So you're able to see your own transformations along the way. All right, then we have, ooh, I love this, the 10 of Pentacles energy. So here the 10 of Pentacles is telling me something useful that you can do is invest, okay? Invest your time. Okay, you're the best investment that you'll ever make, okay? Investing in yourself is the best investment that you will ever make. but also invest in property, okay? Invest in other people, invest in your health, invest in your wellness, okay? Emotionally, mentally, and physically, okay? In the spiritual community, the old trendy spirituality, basically, they always just use spiritual tools. They talk about angels, they talk about shamanic work and past life regression and tarot and oracle cards and crystals and, tuning forks, you name it, they talk about it. But it does not always, that is not always an indication of somebody doing the actual spiritual work, taking the responsibility and accountability. Okay, they only invest in the tool. They go home and everything that they, commercialize to the people attending their classes or, in their books or on, their social media, they have a whole different personality when they go home. They go home eating Cheetos, eating crap, never exercising, never truly meditating, never really doing the work. They just, bring the tool and think like the tool's magically going to heal them. They're not actively participating or investing, okay? So the only way for the transformation to happen is to invest. Also, we have somebody, and not only that, you need to be loyal. You need to be loyal to yourself. You need to be loyal to your friends. Okay, what's loyalty? To a friendship, you never speak poorly about your friend behind their back or to other friends, okay? Sometimes we need to vent. Friends get on our nerves sometimes. Family members get on our nerves sometimes, but it does not make it okay to slander them just because we're mad at them or upset about them, okay? So this is an investment in your own integrity, okay? Your own integrity is who you are, all right? Integrity is saying yes to you, all right? What's important to you. Doesn't mean that you go into a whole stage of being out of balance and only saying, oh, I've got to take care of myself. I've got to take care of myself, and utilizing that as an excuse for your, not to do things for other people. That just takes you out of balance, okay? All right, so, oh, wow. So we have the Ten of Pentacles, wisdom. All the gray in here is wisdom. That's something, that you can offer other people is your wisdom. You can offer your commitment and loyalty to them, okay? You can, and also you need to be committed to your own investment, your own transformation. This is, building, creating ties with other people, okay? Ties for yourself. When you invest in yourself, are you investing, like I said, in your mental health and your emotional health, your physical health, okay? It's important to do all three, okay? Not just one. This is a triad. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, okay? For some of you, something that you can do is literally get tarot readings, okay? Or something that you can offer if you are, a tarot reader, oracle reader, or an intuitive. This is something new. Maybe even offering kind words, kind messages, okay? Because this is a messenger. You can offer, and this is something that this is a new opportunity for you, something new that you can offer that is going to bring you hope, and it's going to bring other people hope, okay? All right, guys, I hope these messages helped. Please be nice to my friend. Who's my friend? You are. Yep, and I'll see you next time.